What's up everybody, this is Rainbow Jamie, and today I'm going to do a deck profile of my Paleozoic deck that I use at the XYZ festival. But here is my win streak. I lost a couple times, like 1, 2, 3, 4. So far I see only 4 losses. I think 2 of these losses been Zodiac, and also I lost against one Toon. So the first card in my deck is 3 Dupe Frog. If this card is sent to the graveyard from the field, you can add a frog. You always add Swap Frog. The second one is 3 Swap Frog. This one is you discard 1 water to special summon it, and it sends another aqua type to the graveyard, a level 2 or lower aqua type from your deck to the grave. Really good to send Ronin Toden. This one you banish a frog from the graveyard to special summon it. We play 1 RP's Feather Duster. We play 3 card of Demise. This is if you go first, you draw this, you set a frog, and you try to have 5 traps in your back rows. We also play 2 Fury of the Kai Ryushin to add Torrential Tree from our deck to our hand, and also to protect our water monster to be destroyed by card effect. So if your opponent is playing like Mirror Force, Dark Hole, Regeki, you can banish this card from your graveyard to protect your Totally Awesome or your other water monster from destruction. We play 3 Wabuku because this is one of the best trap in Paleozoic. It's super good. You take no battle damage this turn, your monster cannot be destroyed. We have 2 Torrential because we can add them from our deck to our hand. We don't really want to draw it, we want to add it with a spell card. We play 3 Olenoids. This one is like MST. Destroy 1 spell and trap, and if a trap is activated, you can special summon Paleozoic's monster from the graveyard. You can also add this card with Opabinia, so you can make sure that every turn you add some cards to destroy or interrupt your opponent's plays. In the XYZ format, I think Canada is very good because you put one of their monsters face down and they cannot exceed or do anything, so they just go your turn again, or they attack with the 1 monster they have. So this is a very good card. This I play 3 only because it's XYZ format. Otherwise, I think I would have another card here. I only play 2 of this. But with Trap Trick, I play 3 of this. This is discard 1 card and you can banish 1 card on the field. Really good to banish XYZ monsters that have effect in the graveyard and stuff like that. Or banish monsters that you just don't want to see. Or banish a monster before the opponent does a XYZ. I still play 3 Marella because I think this is one of the best cards to activate during your turn to activate a trap and special summon Paleozoics. It also sends another Paleozoic or another trap. Most of the time you would send Paleozoic, but in some instance, sometimes you do want to send Lost Wind to the graveyard. So Lost Wind is a very good card. It's like target 1 face-up special summon monster on the field, negate its effect forever. Also, its attack is half. And if its monster would be special summoned from the extra deck, you can set this card back. So in a format with XYZ where you need to XYZ to put big monster on field most of the time, because most people don't play strategies like Toon often, I would say this is one of the best cards in the deck in this format. I will never remove that card. We play 3 Trap Trick to banish 1 normal trap from our deck, except Trap Trick, and set 1 card with the same name from our deck. And you can only activate 1 trap for the rest of this turn. This is really good to search Paleozoic and put them on the board. And you got so many plays with this. At the end phase, you can activate Trap Trick, set Olenoid, destroy 1 of the back row, and yeah, that's how it goes. You destroy the back rows at their end phase and they cannot do anything. They cannot activate their traps because they just set it, and then you go at your turn and you're safe to go. And the last card is 3 Solemn Judgment. Guys, if you don't play this card in your Paleozoic deck, I don't know what you're doing. This is like so good. When a monster would be special summoned, when a monster would be summoned, not even special summon, or a spell trap card is activated, spell or trap card activated, pay half your life point, negate a summon or activation, and if you do, destroy that card. The important thing here is you can negate any trap or spell, but you can also negate a summon. So if you see your opponent does a very big Zeus, you can just negate the Zeus. Yeah, you lose 4,000 life, but most of the time, if you negate their first or second XYZ monster, or you just keep entering them, they cannot do much. So this is for the main deck. Now we're gonna go in the extra deck. We played 2 Daigusto Phoenix. The reason is if you have a monster with 2,000 attack on board, and you can put 2 Daigusto Phoenix, you are doing an OTK if your opponent has nothing on the board, right? you usually OTK really easily. And the way it works is just you detach one XYZ material from this card, you target himself, and you do the same with the second one, and then you attack for game. This is mandatory 2 in your deck because you need to OTK sometimes. We play one cat shark. This is just a budget option. Usually if you would play Paleozoic not in an XYZ festival event, you would play the Paleozoic link and instead of this card and maybe another link, but this card you would not play it in a regular build, but since it's XYZ only, we play this because it cannot be destroyed by battle, so it can be good to stall a little bit, but it's not the monster I always summon. I almost never summon this. This, on the other hand, is very, very good. So at the start, all you want to do is send the frogs to the graveyard. So you only have like traps and a couple spells in your deck. So as soon as the trap will go to the graveyard from your field, you will excavate a trap and you will add it to your hand and you will gain a lot of advantage with this card. This card is unaffected by other monsters' effect, and if you have a trap during either player's turn, quick effect, you can detach one material and pop a card on the field. So this is really good. You can destroy back rows, you can destroy front rows, you can destroy monster or spells and trap. So this is MVP of the deck. I play 2 in this format. I also play 2 Opobinia. This is also unaffected by other monster effect, as well as the Paleozoic Trap. All the Paleozoic Trap, if they're special summon as monster, they are not unaffected by other monster effect. So if you special summon 2 Paleozoic Trap and your opponent chains Zeus, don't do anything, they will not die, and then you can go for another plays, which I will show you in the extra deck. Because it actually happened to me. Someone did Zeus, I chained my 2 traps, I special summoned some Paleozoic, and they were not destroyed, so when it was my turn, I could actually beat the Zeus, and then I won that game. So you play one totally awesome, once per standby phase, detach one, special 1 frog from your deck. If you open and activate a spell, trap, or monster effect, you can send 1 aqua from your field or hand to negate the activation. If you do, you destroy the card and you set it to your field if you want. This could be really, really useful. So if you negate, for example, a Galaxy Eyes monster with 3000 attack, you set it on your field and you have a monster with 3000 attack for the next turn. And I would say the Phantom Knight of Cursed Javelin. This is one of the most underrated card in this format because you just detach 1 material, target 1 face-up monster you control, change his attack to 0, also negate his effect. So this is a very good card to bait people, and like I said, if you special summon 2 Paleozoic traps, and then you open in Zeus, you summon this if they have no more material, you target Zeus, you negate his effect, you attack over Zeus with this monster, basically. And that's why I think this monster is really underrated. This is one of my favorite ones. At one point, I needed to bait the Zeus. So what I did is, I special summoned Totally Awesome. Then I special summoned this. Then I target the Zeus with the Phantom Cursed Javelin. Then my opponent is like, no, I'm going to chain Zeus. Then I chain Totally Awesome and I set the Zeus on my board. So next turn I have a big monster. And then I just attack. And we also play 3 Downer Magicians. I know it sounds weird, but man, if you don't have XYZ material, you just slap this on your card and you can also put Zeus. But this also does piercing damage. So if you're in a point of the game where your opponent is relying on top decking, then he's probably going to set a monster. So if you have Downer, you just attack and you will do piercing damage. And after that, you can probably put Zeus on top or just, you know, she still have a lot of attack. She's not too bad. I would say I would not play 3 usually. I think I would play 2. But since I'm not able to get any link in this extra deck for the festival event, that's what I'm playing. I hope you appreciate this video, guys. If you want more deck profile, give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I will let the deck profile in the comments down below, the list. And yeah, tell me what deck you want to see. I'm working on a Burning Abyss, For Hire, marincess on the Switch. I'm also working on some other decks on my Xbox, like Odd Eyes Pendulum Magicians. I don't remember all the decks on my accounts, but on my Xbox I'm working on some different stuff. On my Switch is where I got the most luck pulling stuff. I pulled so many ultra rares. But yeah, if you want more deck profile, tell me in the comments down below what you want me to do. I might try to do a deck with only commons and rares. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!